Recently, my teacher told me that the war is like a cancer. It happens unexpectedly and for its personal reasons. The same the war is. Unless the war is some different countries, like in Iraq, in Iran, in Palestine, you know, it seems like, oh, it's somewhere far away and it doesn't concern me. So my country is now okay now. I feel good, I'm happy, and I will not pay attention to somebody's pain that are far away. But when it happens to my country, I understood that it's not like that. And for some other people as well. Actually, I thought that it will never happen, because it happened recently in Second World War, but it was not enough for people to understand the main thing, that the most precious thing in our life is our life, is our body. Without my body, I cannot speak, I cannot smell, I cannot see, I cannot do anything, I cannot touch you, nothing. But people during the wartime, they behave themselves as if their life has, their life costs nothing. I'm talking about for both sides of the war. And what for? The main reason. What for? To clear, to understand for everyone whose Mr. Jones is bigger. Or what? More money, more power. It's a war between presidents, mostly. And if not the order of president, no war. I think the power of a leader that leads the country is in mind. If you cannot decide anything by your mind, but instead of that, to use weapons, to use muscles, you are not a leader. And after 1 month past of the war, I understood that it took me 1 month to get aware to what for this war is. And usually when I address the universe, it always helps. Besides, I'm an energy healer and access conscious facilitator, and I work much with energy. And I think that everything has its reasons. And at first I wanted to ask to stop the war. But then I understand that the war happens not occasionally, and it has its reasons to make people to understand something. And I was thinking what to ask to give changes. And I asked to raise consciousness. Consciousness, it's like the level of thinking. It's not about how smart you are, how you are good at a university or at school you are, how clever you are. No, it's not that. It's not books at all. You can be very conscious, even without any kind of books. You can go to the cave and sit there. But what the cave is when people go under the underground, when the Sivriana goes. It's like the cave. Now I just understood. to raise their consciousness, to understand that life is not just money, it's not power, it's not your luxury house, it's not your luxury clothes or your whatever you have, you know. It's nothing despite your body. And in Ukraine we have the law that the man cannot go out from Ukraine if there is a wartime, and I think it's almost the same for all countries. I don't know, you can tell me. But is it freedom? Is it freedom to limit your freedom? Is it freedom to put you in the prison because you put like on some video or photos? But a lot of people are with closed mind, and I think they need this time to wake up, you know, and to see that there is something beyond. What is beyond all these things, all these cafes, all this house, all this study, all this traveling? What is beyond this? What else is possible? Because people mostly develop themselves in one side, or in spiritual or in material. When people are too much rich, there are very single persons. Actually, I even cannot remember, but maybe I met in my life, but now I just cannot remember, that are really rich people. In their mind, they are not self-consciousness enough to be balanced spiritually and materially. People who are spiritually developed usually are not that rich, actually not a bit like poor. But what if is this time to understand that it's very important that we live our bodies on the planet Earth. It's very important to balance the material and spiritual, both, you know. And maybe then the leader of each of your country will be born. Because if you change something in your mind, you, the only one person that can change something in your mind, it affects about 350,000 people around. Imagine how powerful you are, and if you think that you cannot do anything, it's not true at all. You can do something inside of yourself. If you change something inside of yourself, the reality is changing. And I wish all of you to have such a leader. Of course, I cannot, I don't want to compare anything, but when I've heard that the leader, it was a leader in Singapore, who once said that when I became a leader of my country, I had two ways to change everything. Or to choose the first road is to become rich and become rich all my relatives and my friends to be in the list of Forbes, and to let my folk, to let other people of my country be poor, or to lead my country and becoming one of the richest country in the world. So what else is possible? How can you change your life? You personally. Everything starts from inside of you. And believe me, you are very powerful to do that. So I wish all of you to have a peaceful life, to enjoy your life, to be thankful to every single day, to every single moment in your life, and to be thankful for everything you have, for that you can see, for that you can hear, you can smell, you can hug, you can walk, you can run, whatever you can do, you should be thankful every day. And this is the first step to change their energy and to change their reality. The more kindness inside of all of us become much more bigger, the more powerful each of you can be and your country in general. This war showed me that people have this kindness inside of heart, inside of soul. People start to help each other, not for money, for anything, just for free, you know. You see how generous you are, how kind you are. What else is possible? What energy can you be more to change this world and to make it a safe place for each one of you? And stop play this children's game, who is stronger. Let's become more wiser. Wisdom is something that our planet Earth needs and will always need. My name is Dasha Vorobienko. I'm an actress, photo model, energy healer, and access consciousness facilitator. Thank you.